of Change News.
A good day. This is Voice of Change Radio News. Thank you for joining us. I'm Amanda Kumalo. A look at the leading stories. Ramaphosa briefs Biden on Zim sanctions impact. Wheat farming milestone as Zimbabwe expects record 380,000 tons. In business news, Zim core in high demand globally. In regional and international news, victims rescued in Taiwan after earthquake. In sports, teenager wins it for Zimbabwe's-led Chevrons. The news in detail. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa has told United States President Joe Biden that illegal sanctions imposed on Zimbabwe have weakened the country's economy and have a negative spillover impact on the SADC region. President Ramaphosa was on a state visit to the United States on Friday, where he met President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. The South African president addressed the press after the meeting, stating that they discussed a number of issues, including illegal sanctions imposed on Zimbabwe. America and its allies imposed sanctions against Zimbabwe in 2001 after the country embarked on the land reform program. Farmers on the Pfumvudza Nkwasa program are busy upgrading their older Pfumvudza Nkwasa plots, with some extending the number of their plots, while new people joining the program are finishing their training. The Second Republic, led by President Mnangagwa, is targeting 3 million farmers on small-scale farms with up to 5 plots each, plus 500 urban farmers on smaller plots with 1 plot each. Pfumvudza is a concept aimed at climate-proofing agriculture by adopting conservation farming techniques, and involves the use of small areas and applying the correct practices for higher yields, rather than having large fields with low or zero use if the crop fails. Farmers have started harvesting the winter wheat crop, and for the first time, Zimbabwe expects to reach self-sufficiency with a record harvest of 380,000 tons, the highest since 1966. Speaking at the Mazowe District Presidential Winter Wheat Field Day at Kregengawa Farm, Lands, Agriculture, Fisheries, Water and Rural Development Permanent Secretary Dr. John Basera said farmers are set to continue enjoying the foreign currency incentive payment upon delivering their produce to the Grain Marketing Board. Zimbabwe requires about 360,000 tons of wheat at the present population, and so the expected harvest of 380,000 tons should generate a carryover stock of about 20,000 tons. A look at what is happening beyond our borders. A strong earthquake shook much of Taiwan on Sunday, toppling a 3-story building, trapping about 400 tourists on a mountainside and derailing part of a passenger train. No serious injuries were reported immediately. The 6.8 magnitude quake was the largest of dozens that have shaken the island's southeast coast since Saturday night, when a 6.4 quake hit the same area. Most of the damage appears to be north of the epicenter. In business news, Contango Holdings, the London-listed natural resource company currently developing the Luby Coking Coal project in Hwange, has said it has received many international inquiries for the supply of its Zimbabwean thermal coal after the firm discovered huge deposits of the resource. The energy mineral miner said it has in recent months received a number of approaches from buyers of thermal coal, ranging from trading houses to industrial consumers from Africa, Europe, and Asia. Moving on to the world of sports, Zimbabwe's teenage cricket sensation Kelly Ndlovu performed well with both bat and ball yesterday to guide the led Chevrons to a comprehensive 8-wicket win over New Guinea in their opening match of the ICC Women's T20 World Cup qualifier at the Tolerance Oval in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates yesterday. That ends this news bulletin.
Voice of Change News.